A big problem a lot of people have on their sales calls is coaching too much on the call. And this problem usually arises, especially with founders who are launching in their first offer, or they, just take their own calls and they are the expert in the niche. They know a lot about it. Therefore, they feel naturally inclined to that when they're hearing problems on the call to start solving those problems, to start giving little tidbits of feedback to help that person that they can, leave that call and try to implement on their own. And, the problem with this is it's never a full solution usually. It usually doesn't have full context, and it causes people sometimes to just delay getting what they really want. If someone has a timeline of, hey, I want to achieve X results in X amount of time, typically you giving small pieces and tidbits of advice on the call, especially if you actually have a good service, is not going to outweigh the benefits of joining your program or actually buying your service if you end up determining that they are a good fit. But what it can do is detract them from buying the service if they feel like, hey, that tidbit sounds like something unique. It sounds like something I haven't heard before. It sounds like something I should try. They might take that as enough to walk away from the call, even though they could and should actually fully get your help. They might walk away to go and try this thing that's going to only waste more of their time. So in the grand scheme of things, you're not really helping them by giving them those little tidbits of information on the call, right? It's tempting, but what you need to do instead is spend the time discovering on a deep level, getting a full picture of what's actually going on, fully understanding the person in front of you, and then walking them through a high-level overview of what needs to get done and giving them clarity on the level of support that you're able to provide, and making sure that you guys are both in alignment on where you're trying to go together and the support that they're going to get from you in doing it, as well as the effort that's going to come from them that is needed for them to get the results that they want to see. That's what the call should be about. Never about, hey, here's a piece of advice. One phrase that you want to really avoid is that, hey, did you try X? What about X? Did you try this? Did you try that? I hear it all the time, and sometimes it backfires because the prospect then goes, oh, I actually didn't try that. That sounds like a good idea. I'm going to go do that, right? And usually that comes super early in the call. And like I said, so early that you don't even have the context to know if that's something they should have tried, but now they're going to go run off and try it anyways. And maybe it just means where they want to go is pushed back another month or 2 or 3. So if you find yourself giving too much advice on sales calls, try to just discover. Try to not solve problems, because that's not what the sales call is about. The sales call is about them getting clarity to the support that you can provide and clarity on what is trying to be solved. If you guys can leave the call with them saying, okay, I know exactly the type of help I need, I know exactly what my problem is, and I know exactly how you can help me solve it, and that will give them a clear idea of whether they want to or should take that support, you've done enough on the call. Don't think you need to coach. I'll leave it there for this one. Hopefully that helps. I'll see you in the next video.